Welcome to 5 at 5. The World Cup is over and now we're back to what matters most. That is the Arsenal. We're back with a bang. We're top of the table. Arsenal 3, West Ham 1. Like this video if your team is top of the league, and let's get into my 5 at 5. Number 1, I had to start with this because big Arsene Wenger was back in the stadium for the first time since he was manager of Arsenal Football Club. I don't think I've seen him attend a game before, so I'm sure this is his first time back as a fan, and it was lovely to see. Now, what I thought they did that was quite clever was that on the footage on TV, it was on Amazon Prime Sport, they showed Arsene Wenger at random points throughout the game. But in the stadium, unless I'm mistaken, it seemed like they only showed him during the game when Arsenal were winning, which was quite clever. And as soon as they did that, everyone was in a good mood, and chants of "there's only one Arsene Wenger" started going around the ground, which was lovely to see. Because look, I'm someone that's always loved and respected and appreciated Arsene Wenger a lot for what he's done for the club. And you remember those shameful days in his final year where he was basically hounded out of the club by a few fans. And he didn't always get the respect that he deserved. But yesterday, what I loved to see was everyone was just giving him a reception that he deserved. And I don't know if you saw this, but it wasn't just the fans that gave him a great reception. Just check out these photos of all of the Arsenal players in the changing rooms, taking their moment to have a picture with a footballing icon. Seeing stuff like this, all the players grabbing their opportunity to get a picture with Arsene Wenger, putting it up on their socials, just shows you how gargantuan, how immense Arsene Wenger is, not just in football, but especially in the illustrious history of Arsenal Football Club. Love to see him back, and even better was the fact that Arsenal managed to make sure we got the 3 points for him and made it a nice return for the big man himself. Number 2. Now, we've spoken about someone in Arsene Wenger that had a massive part to play in the history of Arsenal Football Club, but now let's talk about Mudryk, someone that could have a huge part to play in the future of Arsenal Football Club. The last time we won the league, clearly Arsene Wenger was a massive part of that, and if we manage to pull off the signing of Mudryk in this January transfer window, Mudryk could actually be a big part of the reason why we might win our next league title, and hopefully that will be this year. Arsene Wenger was watching yesterday. But if you check out Mudryk's Instagram story, you'll see he was watching as well yesterday too. First part of his story shows World Football Wonder Kids in a starting 11. And you see Saka featuring in there, William Saliba featuring in there. And interestingly, you also see Mudryk featuring in there. And you think, oh, that's interesting that he happens to be sharing that picture. Could be random. But then when you come to the next part of his story, you see this seems like quite a big hint from Mudryk tuning in to the Arsenal game and putting that on his Instagram story. Now, what do you think? Do you think we will sign Mudryk this transfer window? And is he the player that we should be targeting? For me, it looks like an unbelievably exciting prospect. Bags and bags of pace will make Arsenal incredible on the counter-attack. I'd love to see this happen, even though there's no guarantees that he'll be a surefire hit in the Premier League. A safer bet might be someone like Wilfried Zaha. But Mudryk is definitely more in keeping with Arsenal's transfer policy, where we focus on youth. Let me know how much you want to see this happen in the comments below. Number 3, and I've spoken about this group a few times this season already, but this point is the Ashburton Army appreciation section. Have a look at this video. You can say what you like about the Ashburton Army and what you've just seen, but I absolutely love it. I think these lot deserve so much credit. For so many years, a lot of fans have spoken about improving the atmosphere, but all of that talk has been on social media, has been on Twitter, and these lot are doing it for real. That deserves respect. They've made a massive difference in the stadium, in the clock end, and now they're even creating that sort of experience, that fan culture before they even get into the stadium, and I think it's absolutely great. Look at that video and tell me, do you not want to be part of that next home game? I'm definitely going to be trying to get there earlier and be part of that myself, film it for myself and see what it really feels like. I think it looks absolutely great. And yeah, people might say it's manufactured. I don't care. You have to start somewhere. Every single club had to start somewhere. But listen, they've done a great job in a short space of time. Give them your appreciation and your respect. I think they're doing a brilliant job. Well done, Ashburton Army. Number 4 focuses on Arsenal's next 4 Premier League games. And it's not looking easy. That's why it was very important yesterday to go and beat West Ham and to make sure we get the 3 points, because now we've got Brighton away, Newcastle at home, Tottenham away, Man United at home. That's us playing the 7th team in the league, the 2nd place team in the league, 4th place and 5th place. So these are all teams that are doing well up, in the top part of the table, and it's not going to be easy. But listen, the Premier League is just not easy, and you have to make sure that in these tough games, at the very least, you avoid defeat, but you try and squeeze out those 3 points. Let me know, out of those next 4 games, 12 points available, how many points would you be happy with? If someone offered me 9, I would take that. I'd take the 9 points. Any more than that, I think Arsenal have done very, very well, but it's going to be very challenging. I'd rather lose 1 and win the other 3 than be a bit conservative and draw a couple, because very quickly you can start dropping points like that. But I've got belief in this Arsenal team. After doing so well this season, it's hard not to have that belief. So, looking forward to seeing what we do. And obviously, yes, we have got Oxford in the FA Cup in between that, but clearly we should be able to rest a few players in that game and make sure we're fit and ready for these massive 4 Premier League games coming up. Number 5 is about Eddie Nketiah and Eddie's evolution. I've spoken to a lot of fans since yesterday's game, and a lot of fans were very surprised about how tidy Eddie Nketiah was in possession. His pass completion was up in the 90%, and all-round game he was direct, he was willing to spin defenders. Even before his goal, he was doing that, and then his goal was just absolutely just stunning to watch. Brilliant roll of Kehrer, smashed it into the bottom corner. He looked like a very, very polished and confident player. And it seems like a lot of fans didn't realise he had that in his locker. Now, for me, I feel like often fans get distracted by goals. I've seen Eddie Nketiah play like that for Arsenal before. I've seen him look good, look polished, but then just not able to find that goal, which obviously makes people view your whole performance very, very favourably. Eddie Nketiah has definitely got the talent, but he's never really been given a chance, back-to-back starts in the Premier League. Now he's got that. But because of the next 4 fixtures that we just spoke about, it was very important that he managed to bag a goal against West Ham when we're playing at home against a team in West Ham who are, 14th, 15th in the Premier League table. It's going to get tougher from now on. And Eddie Nketiah, hopefully, this gives him the confidence to go and smash it in those games as well. But I was very happy with his performance. Thought he looked really good, really sharp, really confident. He is hopefully on the verge of unlocking all of that potential that we know he has and absolutely smash. Thank you as always for watching my 5 at 5. I'm so glad Arsenal are back. As much as I enjoyed the World Cup and seeing Messi cement his GOAT status, Arsenal is where it's really, really at. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel, like this video and get in the comments. It all helps with the algorithm. Thank you very much and I'll see you next time.